think I'm like the smallest tech animator. Like, I think you guys all have more subscribers than 100, right? Or how many do you even have?
I don't actually post on my channel yet because my 3D printers are not doing
Yeah.
well.
Uh, so you have two 3D printers and both are broken.
Yeah. Uh, my Ender
Okay.
3 just doesn't print stuff. Like, it'll print half of something, and then the nozzle will clog, and then it just prints nothing and
Okay.
thinks it's printing. And
I
then,
had a problem once that like my 3D printer had some filaments that like got stuck. It like melted, but when it instead of going out of the nozzle, I don't know, it just was it like closed up everything. And so I heated up it like over 200 degrees or something, and then like over melted filament came
I
out.
had,
Maybe that's that. I don't know.
I had something similar happen on my Ender 3. It all melted, but instead of it coming out the
Yeah.
nozzle, like it made like this like cube out the nozzle, like this solid
Mm.
cube of plastic, and then it like leaked inside the actual like all the wiring and all the stuff inside of
Oh,
like
oh,
the box the nozzle is in, and
yeah.
everything had to be replaced.
Oh no. That's like I think they need like more safety on the printhead. I think that's the biggest problem. I think that's why it breaks so fast.
Yeah, my Ender 5, I just got it new actually, and it's already broke. Like it hasn't printed anything yet. Like
Yeah.
when I turned it on, it tried to do like the alignment thing because it has this like weird alignment thing it does. I did the
Yes.
alignment, and then it tries to go up to hit the nozzle, and then it just doesn't realize the nozzle's there and tries to like break the nozzle off of the printer. So,
Oh god. Yeah.
rip.
I mine leveled wrong one time and like it scratched the nozzle on the print board. That sound was very awful. It sounds like it could break like any moment.
Yeah, I think mine would break if I let. Actually, I'm surprised it didn't break because one time I let the Ender 5 come up because I left it for a minute and came back as it was like the entire top of the Ender 5 was like bent upwards. It was in this huge curve because the bed was trying to force the nozzle like up and out of the printer.
Oh god.
So
That's why I like to use like wood instead of only 3D printing. I like use the 3D printer for stuff like server holders when I don't know how to put the servo on the wood.
yeah, that's actually I was actually trying to experiment with wood earlier this year. Like when I first started making stuff, I made like a I tried to make like a Nando, but
Yes.
didn't get to make it because I didn't have the right saw to cut it. So
Yeah.
it was just a sketch on a
Um,
piece of wood.
um, you really need, if you want to work with wood, you really need, uh, I don't know how it's called in English, um, working bench or something.
Yeah, I have a workbench. It's uh yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm still trying to get like this wood. It's, um, like the last wood I tried to make, used to make the arms was way too heavy, but like this one's not. So I
Yeah.
think it's It's this one's like for one arm it's like 10 grams. Don't know what pound. I don't know. I'm way too German. I only know grams and kilograms.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um. Uh,
So what do we talk about now? What's your
uh,
favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character? Let's just ask a question for a start.
um. I don't really know. I mean, OG Freddy's cool, but maybe like prototype Freddy and Bryn or
Mm,
Glamrock in Security Breach. But probably one of the Freddys, either
yeah.
newest or the OG.
Yes, I Chaos Animatronics just said something in the chat. I do read the chat. I just don't know what to reply. Yeah. I have a really weird choice for a favorite animatronic because my favorite animatronic, I don't know why, but it's Toy Bonnie. And everybody hates Toy Bonnie, but I love him. I love his design. I don't know.
Toy Bonnie's cool. I think Toy Bonnie's cool.
Like it's very sad. Like my first Five Nights at Freddy's game that I ever played was FNAF AR on my old iPod.
I tried FNAF AR once, but
Yeah, I got
like
taken down. Rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace FNAF
Was
AR.
actually kind of a good game, but like I had a bug where I could where the only animatronics that would come were Freddy and Bonnie, and I wanted to like have a new animatronic so bad because everybody has a different concept. Like the FNAF and the FNAF one animatronic, like have the concept that you need to shock them, and then you have Plush Trap who works like in FNAF 4 kinda. And I just wanted to have some new gameplay, but I had this weird bug where only Freddy and Bonnie came like appeared. I don't know.
Okay. Um.
So that's the only part I really got to play. And even worse is that my second FNAF game was Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Uh. I.
Yeah, I'm not an OG. Like I am. I don't know. Like 2 years ago, I think I got FNAF. Yeah, I don't know.
I. I played the original game, not when it came out. I think I started liking Five Nights at Freddy's when maybe FNAF 3 or 4 came out, like 2017, 2018, maybe.
Okay. Um, the first Five Nights at Freddy's game I played was I was really hyped for was actually FNAF 2. That's my favorite to this day, I think. Besides Sister Location, because Sister Location, in my opinion, it's a really good game.
Yeah, Sister Location is quite good. Uh,
Uh, now I noticed that like the first games were only made by Scott, like the first three or something. But when all others had voice actors, you know, the fifth had a voice actor, like Sister Location, you know,
yeah. Uh,
because Phone Guy is actually Scott Cawthon. The voice is Scott Cawthon speaking.
yeah. My uh, my favorite FNAF game would probably be the original or Security Breach. I think maybe. I think those are.
Yeah, everybody like hates on Security Breach for being like a kids game, but Ruin was really good, I think.
Yeah, I do think they were like taking a bit of a huge leap for Security Breach because like it just completely changed everything.
Yeah.
So it did. So
But it was also like Steelwood's first game because the first game that Steelwood made was Had Wanted, and that was just a remake. So it's like the first game that they had to do on their own. So you know,
yeah, they did all right. They didn't do.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
So I think people would love it if it wouldn't have the Five Nights at Freddy's brand in its name. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I think
when
they're.
because when people wouldn't compare it with the first, uh, with like the first or the second game, and people wouldn't say like, "Oh, it's made for kids. It's not as scary as the first or second game."
Yeah, I think the main problem with Security Breach is just like it's not scary enough because like you
Some
expect the jump
parts,
scares.
yeah, but like I think jump scares aren't that bad in a game where you can like run around. You know, in like one of those in like a free roam game, you expect a jump scare because when you see them running towards you, you expect the jump scare, so it's not that scary. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I never really screamed or anything about okay, I never screamed about any FNAF jump scare, but I never got jump scared by a security breach character,
yeah. Plus
and they don't move enough
the other problem
to be
is
scary.
the other problem with Security Breach is like you can just avoid the jump scares like too easily. Like, you can just there's like no power, nothing. You can just hide in some. You can just hide somewhere and just yeah.
Yes, it would be really cool if they gave uh some new mechanics. Like if they gave every animatronic its own mechanic, like they gave Roxy the mechanic that she's blind later in the game, and Monty that he can't be um like stunned by the phaser blaster. But I think if they added like more features to each animatronic, so you would need to block off each one differently, it would be a way better game.
Yeah. Uh,
The endo part was really annoying.
yeah, the ender part was pretty annoying because like you just turned one direction and there's more endos coming towards you, and
Yeah,
then you turn when you turn, yeah, like it's just everywhere you, and then that bit at the very end of the endo section, like the main office. I think like
yeah.
that bit was kind of fun because it was yeah.
I also like I really am not that good at like hide and seek games, like where you need to hide and stuff. I'm not very good at Hello Neighbor. Um, and I was stuck at like the beginning of the game in the scene where you need to avoid Chica to get into the daycare.
Yeah. Here, wait, hold on. I'm
But
gonna.
that what we're talking about again. I know it was something with security breach, but I don't know what exactly.
Yeah. You're talking about. Isn't scary.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Uh.
I think we were talking about the endo part, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. We were
Yeah.
talking about the ending part being fun.
I still didn't play through it. I'm still stuck at DJ Music Man.
I haven't got the DJ Music Man yet. I.
I didn't touch the game for really long. Like 1 year ago was the last time I played it.
Yeah. I'm stuck on a bit of the game because I think my game is. I think my save is broken. So
Oh,
like a door isn't opening that isn't supposed to, that like is supposed to open. Do you know the part of the game where do you know where you go past the kitchen and you have to go into these like rooms, like they're like tiled rooms.
huh? Tiled rooms?
Yeah, like after the kitchen, there's this like loading dock, and then there's like this room you're supposed to go. There's this like these tiled rooms you have to go to, and then you get caught by Vanessa there.
Oh, um,
They're like
I
changing
do
rooms or
not know
something.
it exactly, but I think I know what scene you mean. Do you mean the scene that is directly before the scene where Vanny like walks into a room
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
need to
that.
exit through the vent? Ah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that scene.
Yeah, like the door to get into that bit. Like when I get to the loading dock, that door just doesn't open. Like no
Oh
matter how
no.
I try, I think that save is just gone.
Mm.
So
Security breach saves often break.
Yeah, security breach is really buggy. There's just so many things that can go wrong and always go wrong. Like,
Um, I think in Ruin, you know that one scene. Have you played Ruin yet?
I started it. I'm still going through it.
So there was like this one scene with Chica, where you like walk around and there's like this fence, and then you can always see Chica's hand like grabbing stuff, and I think it's like a well done scene because you always think like Chica will see you now, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was a really well done scene. It's really scary.
Well, must must get to that bit in Ruin.
Yeah,
See, I was I'm sort of near the start of Ruin. I'm not like that far through, but
yeah.
I'm making progress.
Okay, so how did you get the idea to start building your own animatronic?
Pardon?
Huh?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. I think my headphones are just really bad. So how did you get like the idea to start building an animatronic?
I saw Simon's animatronic. I watched a few of his videos,
Yeah,
and I saw Gmail 99's animatronic and a few other animatronics on FastPass Facts. Then I looked into a few tutorials, got a few
yeah.
ideas. So yeah, got a 3D
Do
printer
you
and
know? Do you know this always this when you want to learn like a programming language or stuff, and then always these random Indian guys on YouTube are like there, and like I don't know, but everybody who teaches this stuff on YouTube, like math or programming, is just Indian,
yeah,
from my experience.
they're the best teachers. I don't know why. Like they just
Yeah,
teach everything. You're so fire.
I think that one Indian guy taught me JavaScript, like most. Like the event listeners, he taught me that. I don't know.
I think that's how I learned like how to code in Arduino. I just
Yeah,
watched like tons of videos.
yeah. I watched a German video. German tutorial is also very good. I don't know, but they speak way slower than Americans. I don't
Yeah.
know. And everybody who like does one of those channels where he like explains stuff with an Arduino sounds very old, and I don't somehow I wonder how he still knows an Arduino because sometimes they just sound very old.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
do you use Arduino for your animatronic, or do you like
Yeah.
use Raspberry Pi or?
Yeah. Too expensive. I like I asked someone who always does like robotic stuff. Um if he knows like anything about stepper or servo motors, and he just like, yeah, I can send you one, and he like sent me a stepper and an Arduino.
Cool.
Yeah. So I didn't even know Arduinos existed. I think my first thing that I programmed is called microbit or something.
Oh yeah, I programmed one of them. Oh, I think it was like a year ago or something. Like I saw one of those. Like I'd seen an Arduino before, but I saw one of those
Yeah.
microbit things about a year ago.
I think I got it when I was like 6 years old.
I think the microbit
No.
are pretty cool. Like it's
Oh god.
like you can use Python or like it's
Or
like
Scratch. You can use Scratch on there.
yeah, I saw that too. It's like a scratch type thing. It's pretty cool.
What I really liked was I always like coded in Scratch, but then when you code in Scratch and then you can click on the Python programming tab, and then like translates your Scratch code to Python.
That's
You
actually pretty
know,
cool.
it
Yeah, that's
it
cool.
converts it. So that's also a bit how I learned Python.
Cool. Uh, I learned
Oh
a few other things just by like reading through stuff and like
yeah,
trying to replicate stuff. Because I think like I learned I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. I learned like a language, like a coding language. Might have been. I think it was HTML. I think I learned HTML just by
yeah,
reading other HTML and sort of
yeah.
adding my own stuff from like patterns I saw in it and just
And yeah, so they're
and I
like those programming apps. They're like completely like Duolingo. They even look like that, but with like programming languages. I
yeah
use that to learn JavaScript mostly.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
what
Um.
animatronic are you working on at the minute?
Uh. I'm trying to like work on version 2 more, but I'm like still taking a break because it's getting really hard and I don't have the materials right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Uh,
Just like the arms, either they're too heavy or they just fall off all the time. And I did a birthday gift out of cardboard for someone like a few days ago.
cool. Um,
Yeah, not that like mm, big thing. That's like it was just like it was like one of those moving advertising things. Like it was just like a guy made of out of cardboard who like had in his hand had like a sign that said happy birthday and then he like waved it around stuff.
cool.
Yeah. So did you like really start building? Or did your 3D printer already break before you could even start really building?
I got a few parts printed, but I
Mm.
didn't get like any animatronic parts printed. I just got because I'm working on Glamour Freddy at the minute. I got
Okay. Cool.
some parts of his head uh built,
Okay.
not the animatronics of it, but like the head itself printed.
Yeah. Like the suit.
Yeah, I'm building the suit first. Well, I'm building the head first before I build the
Yeah.
animatronics inside of it, just to see how things fit and what fits and what doesn't. Yeah, but the only parts.
Everybody's like always hating on Goodman for using cardboard in his project. I don't
Yeah,
think that's a bad thing. It just breaks easily. That's all. Like I think it's actually a pretty good idea.
yeah, I think cardboard is a good idea because it's
Also, Spencer used. I don't know if it's really called Spencer, if it just calls himself like that or her. Yeah, he also built. They also built their first animatronic out of cardboard and Lego, I think.
yeah, Lego's actually a good idea. Like building like because I was thinking about this the other day. I haven't asked anybody about it, but like, does this sound like it would work or it's like stupid? I don't know. Uh, like, what if you started building? If you had for the TechAnimators website, if you didn't have a 3D printer or wood or tools or anything, like,
Yeah,
couldn't you, if you built the actual Ender out of Lego and put your servers in it,
of course.
the Arduino,
It's just if it falls over one time, it's broken. That's
yeah,
the only bad thing.
and then for the, you can actually make like a pretty good looking shell suit for it. Because
Yeah, sure.
if you make it out of like Lego, and then if you get like clay or like some sort
Mm,
of thing like Play-Doh or something, something
yeah,
that's like clay or like yeah, and like molded it around the Lego to like smooth it out. You could, and then just paint over it. It would, I think it would look pretty alright.
yeah. You can use it like as a base to build a suit.
Yeah. 'Cause
But like the problem with Lego is like my endo, it can't hold its weight and it falls over all the time. And if my endo were built out of Lego, it would I had needed to rebuild it at least 10 times because it falls over all the time.
yeah. Because I think if you're building like a animatronic out of Lego, you wouldn't be able to do like the legs. You would only have to. You would only. I mean, maybe if you used it like a bit of wood, you'd be able to do the torso with Lego. But
Yeah.
I think you could only really do the head
Weird
with
thing,
Lego.
like I built is a weird thing. I built the legs out of PVC pipes and were like over 2 feet big, but somehow I lost them.
Uh,
I don't know how I can lose 2 feet, more than 2 feet high legs made out of PVC pipes and wood. I just don't know, but they're not there anymore.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, well, uh,
my screwdriver also always gets lost. I don't know, but it lays right next to me, and then I work on something different, and then the moment I turn around, my screwdriver's gone.
yeah, that happens to me as well. Like I was fixing like an old computer the other day because I do that,
Yeah,
and like I set my screwdriver. Like I was closing up my workshop for the night, and like I set my screwdriver on my desk, and I came out, then unlocked it, went in the next day, and it wasn't there, and I was like, where did it go? Was
yeah.
searching for it for like ages, and then I just come back like an hour later, and it's just there again. I'm like, I don't know.
Like I like drawing, and I don't know why, but my eraser gets lost all the time. Like I use it once, and it's gone. It's just not existing anymore.
Yeah, like things just like keep disappearing and stuff. Like that
Yeah,
happens to me too. I set like if I set like a drill bit or something that attaches to something, I somehow lost
it's
like an
also like the
entire.
most important thing. Always the most important thing gets lost.
Yeah, I some the other week or something. I was like I lost an entire circuit board or something. It just disappeared.
Oh gosh. Like if I never lose like oh what? I think my computer just crashed. Must be.
I can still hear you. I think.
Yeah, yeah, my computer crashed.
Really? Is it like blue screened or?
Yeah, no, my screen lost connection to my computer for a minute there.
Oh,
Can you still hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, cause Discord just said new audio device found. Don't know. Okay. I let me check the wire connection for a second. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, I'll go again.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened. Okay, but yeah. Um, like I never use like lose like an eye from my endo. Um, I always like lose the servo or something. It's always like the most important thing that gets lost. Like I don't know.
The other week I lost like 10 servos. I had 10 servos in like a bag or
I
something. Like 10 brand new servos. And I just don't know where it went. It just disappeared. I set it on the surface and it just disappeared. I don't know where it went.
yeah. Sometimes I feel like they just don't want to be alive anymore. Then they just go away.
Yeah. Like some bird comes in
And
and just takes it.
yeah, or sometimes when my animatronic just doesn't want to work, I feel like it's laughing at me because it exactly knows that I'm angry at it for not moving, even though I tell it to.
Yeah. Uh,
But I think like the Arduino is like has a personality and someone laughs at me secretly while I try to get it to work.
Yeah, I was gonna add like a personality to my like animatronic. I'm gonna add like ChatGPT API to it, so I can like
Whoa,
speak to it and see
okay.
what happens. I was like,
Like, it's always weird because when animatronics move too realistic, I somehow think that they have an AI automatically, even though they don't have it, and they just move realistically. Don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't.
yeah. Uh, I was gonna add a. I don't know if like anyone in tech animators has heard of it. Like a husky
Yeah.
lens. Have you heard of a husky lens?
No.
Okay, so basically you can like it has loads of functions to it. It's like this like it's like a circuit board with a camera on it about the size of a micro bit, and you
Yeah, I see. I just googled it. Oh, that's really cool, actually.
so yeah, you put it inside. So I would put it inside like maybe in between where the animatronic eyes are, like some way to disguise it, like maybe on the
Oh, it's
nose would
really
be better.
expensive. It's really expensive.
Yeah, it is a wee bit expensive, but like
I
so
see it here
you can
for
train it
80 euros.
you can train it to if you uh if you put it in it. There's two modes to it. There's like a face tracking mode and an
Yeah.
object tracking mode. So if you train like your face to it, it'll say that it'll report back to the Arduino
Mm.
face ID 1 at this position. So like you can link. I got it to link up servos. I got the X and Y servers for like eyes. I haven't got the mounts for it yet, so it was just X and Y servers. But I got it, so wherever I was, my animatronic was looking at me, like on its own. No terminal on the computer,
Mhm.
no controller, no nothing.
Oh, I think I know someone who knows that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tophus.
Oh yeah, I think it's
Uh,
pronounced Tophus.
he posted something like that one time where like his trolley just constantly stared at him and like turned when he moved.
Yeah. But there's also the object tracking thing on the Husky lens,
Yeah.
so you can like if you set it to like look at a person, like also with the face tracking mode, if like a face isn't linked, you can just have it set to like it just reports back to the Arduino face. It doesn't report back like an ID. But for the
Mhm.
object tracking, it reports back to the Arduino person at this position, another person here, a dog here, a cat here, a cup
Mm.
here, table. It just reports different objects back to the Arduino.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see why it's so expensive.
I think it's kind of worth it though, because
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah.
Um. Also, have you heard of like a solenoid valve?
Oh yeah, like is that the things where
It's,
like it pushes air through to power the different
yeah, it's
components?
like a really cool replacement if you can't afford like a pneumatic compressor.
Yeah, like
It's
Chuck E.
not
Cheese or
as
something.
powerful, but I think it would do like for a Halloween prop or something. It would do pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've seen them before. They look pretty good.
Yeah, well, like it's way less expensive and like air compressor, and they're also like way smaller. They can like fit in your hand.
That's pretty cool.
I
Uh,
always wondered how like Chuck E. Cheese or the Rockefeller Explosion hide like their pneumatic compressors.
I think it's just under the stage because like I think I've seen. Uh, I saw this video of them. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. It was this like weird video from like 1980 or something, 1990 maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but like part of it was like they like took apart the animatronics there.
Ah,
Um,
yeah, I know that one. Like where they changed it all up to the Chuck E. Cheese characters.
yeah, from like Rockfire to Chuck E. Cheese. Have you seen
Yeah,
that? With like
yeah,
the
I saw like a cutout of it in like a video
yeah,
because
it's
I
like
didn't. I just. was very interested in like Chuck E. Cheese's story, and I watched one video about it, and there was like a scene from that video shown. Didn't see the whole one. Didn't see
Yeah,
the whole video.
it's like oh, I remember the name. Concept unification, I think it's called, where they like change it from uh they change it from Rockafire to Chuck E. Cheese. Like it's this
Yeah.
weird video with like weird music playing with this like muffled voice in the background.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of creepy.
yeah, it's like
Kind of creepy.
a Five Nights at Freddy's VHS. Like it did used to be VHS, but it has like a Five Nights at Freddy's vibe to it. It's weird.
Yeah. Um, Now, what I wonder about is like, I was of course not alive back in 1970, but did the kids get told that it's animatronics, or did they just think that it's big alive rats singing for them?
Uh, actually, is a good question. I don't know. Maybe they thought it was.
Or also like in Five Nights at Freddy's, because in Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know if the kids like get told that it's like robots, or if they just believe that it's like a giant bear singing.
Yeah,
Because when you cause when it's an illusion, it would be way more fun for the kids. But when you want it to be like an illusion, to have an illusion that they look like they are alive, you can't make it design like the fun times with the faceplates. That would not make sense. They do
yeah,
not look alive when they are made out of metal. And you can tell that they are made of it.
yeah. I think it's. I mean, the fun times. I think the whole idea for the fun times was to make them look like really, really advanced robots that could do
Yeah,
all
like
this and
with
all that.
that they're all made out of wires. Just that does not make sense.
Yeah,
Where do the servos go? Also, I couldn't see the FNAF movie, sadly. It's R-rated in Germany.
yeah. In the where
They're
I
a lot
am,
more strict there.
yeah, where I am, it used to be like 15, and it was like a 15A, I think they called it. Like 15, but you could go younger if you're like accompanied by someone
Yeah,
older. But
yeah.
like random parents kept bringing like their 5-year-old kids to watch it. So it got changed to a 15, so I can watch it.
I think often I don't think anybody mistook it like for a kids movie just because of the cover, but I think kids just often tell their parents, "Oh, I want to see that movie because they saw Markiplier play the game or something, and they want to see the movie because they don't think it's that bad. It can't be that bad." But
Yeah, because if
I
you
think a lot of
oh yeah, so I found out because I saw someone watching, like some young kid watching it. Half this like
yeah,
the Finance of Freddy's related stuff that younger kids watch isn't actually
it's
Finance
brain
Freddy's
rot.
gameplay. Yeah, it's like brain rot. It's like it's weird animations and
Like what I
like
really hate about brain rot is that they use with horror characters like Poppy Playtime and FNAF. And when the kids say, "I want to see more Freddy Fazbear," and when they Google Freddy Fazbear and see the FNAF VHS tapes and just are disturbed for the rest of their life.
yeah, it's
You can't make horror characters child friendly. That's impossible.
yeah, it's kind of sad the way like yeah, loads of kids think Finance at Freddy's is some like
Yeah,
cartoon.
but
It's weird.
yeah, like uh, it's just really stupid. I think some kids have trauma from googling Freddy Fazbear after seeing one of those brain rot videos and then seeing a VHS tape and
Yeah, one time I saw this kid like watching like Finance at Freddy's brain rot. Like it was this like
yeah.
really young kid, and I just told him to Google. I showed him the lure and then told him to Google's. Uh, I told him to Google uh spring locks or something. Wait, I can't remember what it's
You
called.
are a very evil person.
I was bored.
The
I just
poor
told him to.
kid.
I just told him to
That's also
Google.
when you ask William Afton, why did you kill 5 kids? I was bored. I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, I just told him to Google that, and I told him to
The poor
I told him
kid.
to Google like specifically Springlocks realistic, and I just left the room because I'm like, I'm not a part of it. It wasn't my idea. Uh, yeah, poor
Yeah, of
kid.
course it was your idea. You are a very evil person.
Yeah,
That kid is never gonna heal from its trauma again.
I mean, if he watches enough of that, if he probably won't watch any of that brain rotted game.
Yeah,
I think he
I don't know,
realizes
but
now.
when I was like 5 years old, I often watched like cartoons. And I don't know why, but each time a sharp object appeared in a cartoon, I thought the next moment someone would get cut in half. Because I one time I watched Teen Titans Go when I was really little, like 5 years old. And one time they like things got really PG-13 really fast, and the hand of that one character just fell off.
Right.
And afterwards, I was just scared of sharp objects in cartoons. I don't know. Because I couldn't just tell myself, it's fake, it's drawings, because all the way back I knew how cartoons were made, because someone just told me.
Yeah. Uh.
Yeah. We are really off topic right now, I think.
Yeah. Thing. Well, back to Five Nights at Freddy's, I guess, and
Yeah.
robots and
I like how you said like TechAnimators Podcast early, and then we're like 1 hour late.
yeah, we're a bit late,
Yeah,
but
a bit. Yeah.
the audience doesn't know that because there is no audience. Well, not on the live. There's no audience on the live.
Yeah. Chaos Animatronics joined like for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was in, but he disappeared because we wouldn't
Yeah.
start.
Do you know Five Nights at Leo?
No.
He like also makes FNAF cosplays, and he's also like a child, and he like makes
Okay.
really really good FNAF cosplays. Like at one time he posted because he also adds animatronics to his head, to like Freddy's head with the eyes. And then one time he posted that he just woke up and Freddy fell on top of him.
Right.
I just think animatronics sometimes do really weird stuff.
Yeah. When
I think they have a personality, but it's like Toy Story. When we go out of the room, they just start moving and talk to each other.
yeah. Uh. So with my animatronics, I'm gonna build Glamour Up Freddy, and then I'm also once I build that, see how difficult it is. I
Yeah,
might
in
build the entire.
15 years when you're finished building him.
No, it won't take that long.
How are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna build the most advanced robot in history?
uh just make the animatronics inside, and then just ChatGPT API, Husky Lens, and train it how to
Yeah.
walk. See what
Oh,
happens.
that's gonna be very hard.
It probably won't be able to. I probably wouldn't. ChatGPT wouldn't be able to do the walking on like the movement
Yeah.
because ChatGPT is just like a chatbot.
I
But
haven't really like okay, like it's not really a locking mechanism, but you could make wheels like under the feet, but then move the servos on the legs, like it looks like it's still walking, but it's on wheels. It's like rollerblades.
yeah, I was thinking of like if you like attach like so it doesn't like wobble when it does that. If you put like a metal bar and attach that to the main like metal ender and like a bar
Mm.
that goes like backwards and down onto like a stand, you could probably get away with that. And then you could do like the walking animation from the game, whilst also it has like it walks without falling. But
Yeah,
because I'm gonna
I don't
do
think a walk. animation from a game works in real life on robot.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't. I don't think it would.
He's probably also only gonna walk like 4 miles per hour maximum. Like he's not gonna walk fast, I think.
Yeah, just put like an engine on Freddy Fazbear and just have him go 200 mph down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once I was going to, before I decided to do Glamour Freddy, I was going to do uh, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. But,
Yeah.
and I was also going to make Spring Bonnie uh, like a suit and an animatronic. But, uh,
Yeah.
something bad hasn't
I
happened
think if you
before
if
with
you
making
if you did that
Spring Bonnie
if you did
suits.
that, I think you wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm also making mine. I'm gonna try. Probably won't be able to make it completely, but I might. I'm gonna try to make some parts game accurate. So good thing I didn't
Um,
make Fred.
Jay's Cinema, I think this one, FNAF Content Farm. You
Oh
know
yeah,
V? You know
yeah,
them?
yeah.
They just recently changed their channel, like to a better one, and now they're building FNAF cosplays, like really high quality ones.
Cool. Uh,
Like at least he noticed that he can't longer be like a content farm without always getting hate and stuff.
yeah. Uh,
And also Candyland. Candyland is going for the wrong direction
yeah. Well,
with like we already do brain rot animations with our own characters.
yeah,
Like doing brain rot animations with your own characters is just different.
yeah. Well, I was
I
gonna.
mean, at least you don't ruin anyone's characters, but that doesn't mean that it's better.
Yeah, I mean, it is. If you think about it, it is slightly better because because imagine like if you made like a character for like the purpose of being like in like a game you spend loads of time on, but then some random person just like ruins it by turning it into a
Yeah,
thing that
yeah, yeah,
loads of kids think is. So I mean, it is slightly better. I think it is better than like ruining like a game and like stuff. So it is slightly better.
yeah.
But yeah, so I was saying I was gonna make the entire Finance at Freddy's one band, all animatronics. Uh, See how that goes, and then I'm gonna make uh all. I'm gonna since I've built Glamour Freddy, I'll complete all this Cutie Witch band, and yeah, 8 animatronics.
I wonder how it looks like when you like it's really off topic right now, but I just realized that like if you wear like the AR mask from Security Bridge Ruin, and
Oh
like a
yeah,
friend, and then like you can like use it to walk through objects, you know?
yeah.
And
Also,
when a friend stands next to you that doesn't wear the mask, can just see you walking through a wall.
yeah. Well,
I don't know how that would look like.
yeah. I was thinking, like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? Do you know the way in Security Breach you can you can control Freddy?
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, what if I made like a VR game that linked with my animatronic, so I could just put on like a VR that's like plugged into my computer or into the animatronic or something,
Oh
and control
god,
it,
but that
like
would be
get
really
the.
hard.
I mean, it's not that hard if you. I mean, transmitting the controls to another software might be hard, yeah. But if you use like if you didn't use like an Oculus, if you made like your own VR and use like a Raspberry Pi or something, that could work.
Mhm.
Just have it like security, where there's like the like the normal animations, and then
Yes.
maybe you could
Like a
make
VR mode.
yeah, and then there could also be yeah. So maybe you could do that. Though. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll need to go off.
Oh, okay.
I need to eat dinner. So I'll be in on the next episode, probably.
All right. Well, see
Bye
ya.
then.
Bye.
See ya. Ciao.
See ya.